மியூட்ல இருக்கு. இப்போ ஆயிடுச்சு. சொல்லுங்க.
We heartily welcome our Honorable Mr. Justice G.R. Swaminathan to this grand function, who has joined us virtually from Madurai. We welcome your Lordship for this function. To welcome our Honorable Chief Justice and Honorable Dr. Justice Vinit Kothari, who are joining us virtually from Chennai. We heartily welcome our Honorable Chief Justice, High Court of Madras, Honorable Dr. Justice Vinit Kothari. This is a special occasion, a landmark in the Tiruppur District Judiciary, a dream come true for all the stakeholders. May we commence the function, Lordship?
We now request one and all to raise for Tamil Thai Vartal.
தமிழனே உன் சீரினமை தின
We are very happy to invite a personality who is leading and empowering us as a team. Mrs. Ali, Principal District and Sessions Judge, Chairman, District Legal Services Authority, Tiruppur District, to deliver the welcome address.
With great respect and immense pleasure, with humble good morning wishes to the jewels and gems adorn the throne of Tamil Nadu Judiciary, the Honorable Chief Justice and Judges of the High Court of Madras, who have graciously consented to preside over this grand ceremony of inaugurating the combined court buildings and alternative dispute resolution center at Tiruppur district today. On behalf of the Tiruppur district judiciary, I take the honor in welcoming the crown of Tamil Nadu State Judiciary, the Honorable Justice Amreshwar Pratap Sahi, Chief Justice, High Court of Madras, Patron-in-Chief, Tamil Nadu State Legal Services Authority, Chennai, in whose gracious vision this monumental structure, the time immemorial, the combined court building will render justice for years to come. As a famous quote goes to say, we shape our buildings, thereafter they shape us. And as the name itself is combined court building shows that unity is strength. Hence, I take the opportunity to pledge to serve with the unity, dignity and strength in rendering justice at this welcome address. I take the honor and great pleasure in inviting the Honorable Dr. Justice Vinit Kothari, Judge High Court of Madras, Executive Chairman, Tamil Nadu State Legal Services Authority, Chennai, for His Lordship's gracious presence here. Welcome, my Lord. I take the honor and respect by inviting our Tiruppur District Portfolio Judge, Honorable Justice S. Vaidyanathan, Judge High Court of Madras, whose part was vital all these days in the past, to share this monumental court building with beauty and perfection with his own touch. Further, I take the honor in inviting the Honorable Justice D. Krishna Kumar, Judge High Court of Madras, for making this occasion graceful and for his very keen, constant interest and desire in shown in sculpting this temple of justice. I take honor in inviting the Honorable Portfolio Judge for Tiruppur District, Honorable Justice G. R. Swaminathan, Judge High Court of Madras, for his honest presence with whose guidance and enlightenment which led us to reach this triumph. I invite Udumalai K. Radhakrishnan, Honorable Minister for Animal Husbandry, Government of Tamil Nadu, whose presence makes the occasion a overwhelming support from the ministerial side of the Government of Tamil Nadu. I welcome and extend my greetings to Dr. K. J. Karthikeyan, IAS, District Collector, Tiruppur District, who had all times extended his support and valuable time in the construction of this grand combined court building. I take immense pleasure by inviting the Commissioner of Police, G. Karthikeyan, IPS, Tiruppur District, and Srimati Disha Mittal, IPS, Superintendent Police, Tiruppur District, whose vigilant and strict surveillance made easier for all the security and support given for all these days by constructing the building. Foremost, these dignitaries, the advocates of Tiruppur District, whom I welcome, Thiru M. Panichami, President Tiruppur Bar Association, Thiru C.P. Subramanian, President Tiruppur Advocates Association, Thiru A. Bhakta Prahladan, President Tiruppur District Court Lawyers Association, senior lawyers, budding juniors, women lawyers and advocate clerks, who have extended their heartfelt and warm support ideas in all means to have built this huge, breathtaking, beautiful structure with every facilities for the running of day-to-day court works in the interest of justice. Further, it goes without saying that I invite with much pleasure and with warm embrace to my fellow brother and sister judges of Tiruppur District, who every day, every second, they are forming themselves as into the shape of each brick and wall of this building and for the success of this event. Welcome once again. I welcome the Engineer D. Ravi, Executive Engineer, Buildings Division, Erode, and Mrs. Kanimoni, Executive Engineer, Electrical Division, Coimbatore, Public Works Department, who beautified and strengthened the structure, who engineered the project to a grand success. I welcome the Public Works Department engineers, workers, the mastermind who made the engineering of this monumental building to stand majestically. I further take my pleasure in welcoming the print and electronic media persons who take the activities and happening to reach Even the common public in a literal way welcomes us. I graciously invite and welcome the honorable judges of Tamil Nadu State who are virtually present and honoring the function through video conferencing. I sincerely thank and welcome the Chief Administrative Officer, the Court Manager, the System Officer, the staff of Tiruppur district who have made this function a grand success, who perform their duties with sincerity and promptness. Welcome you all. I extend my courtesies and welcome to the general public. Once again, with a great honor and pride, before the Honorable Chief Justice and Judges of the High Court of Madras, I welcome one and all present here to make this function a grand success. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam, for the heartfelt welcome. We now request Engineer K. Ravi, Executive Engineer, Building Division, Public Works Department, to place the project report.
Good morning to all. I am very proud to be here on this occasion to present the project report for the newly constructed combined court building and ADR center at Tiruppur in Tiruppur district in the presence of Honorable Chief Justice of Madras High Court and Patron-in-Chief, Tamil Nadu State Legal Services Authority, Chennai, Executive Chairman, Tamil Nadu State Legal Services Authority, Chennai, the Honorable Judges of High Court, Madras, Honorable Minister for Law Court, Present Mines and Minerals, Honorable Minister for Animal Husbandry, respected Principal Judge, the District Collector, Commissioner of Police, Office Bearers and members of Bar Association, Office Bearers and members of Advocate Association, officials of various departments, and other respected dignitaries. In Tamil Nadu, the growth and development of judiciary in terms of infrastructure having been significant, this government is committed to provide adequate facilities like building, manpower and other infrastructure so that efficient service is offered to the litigant public. This project is one such milestone of Tamil Nadu government in judiciary with adequate facilities. The Tamil Nadu government have accorded an administrative sanction up to a sum of rupees 3,785.6 lakhs for construction of combined court building at Tiruppur district by GO MS number 646 Home Department dated 8/9/2016 and GO 2D number 16 Home Department dated 29/1/2019 and have accorded an administrative sanction to a sum of rupees 132.18 lakhs for the construction of alternative dispute resolution center at Tiruppur in Tiruppur district by GO MS number 51 Home Department dated 10/1/2017 and GO 2D number 272 Home Department dated 10/9/2019. The foundation stone was laid for both the projects by the then Honorable Chief Justice of Madras High Court on 29/7/2017. At present, the newly constructed combined court building includes 8 courts at ground floor, 9 courts in first floor, and court for training judge at second floor. The total plinth area of the combined court building constructed is 15,370 square meter or 1,65,441 square feet as detailed below. Court halls 5,514 square meter, office and other rooms and halls 9,856 square meter. The ground floor consists of Chief Judicial Magistrate Court, Judicial Magistrate Court 1, Judicial Magistrate Court 2, Judicial Magistrate Court 3, Judicial Magistrate Court 4, Family Court, Mag Court, Mahila Court with offices for all the courts, Judge Chamber with toilet facilities for all the courts, police waiting halls, police lock-up rooms, toilet facilities for gents, ladies and differently able persons, etc. The first floor consists of Principal District Court, Land Grabbing Court, Additional Sub-Judge Court, Principal Sub-Judge Court, Additional District Judge Court 1, Municipal Court, Judicial Magistrate Mahila Court, Judicial Magistrate Court, Fast Track Court, Additional District Judge Court 2 with offices for all the courts, Judge Chamber with toilet facilities for all the courts, property rooms, government paid room for studio-based video conference, mediation center, toilet for facilities for gents, ladies and differently able persons, etc. The second floor consists of training judge with court office, Judge Chamber with toilet facility, police waiting hall, police lock-up room for video conference, toilet facilities for gents, ladies and differently able persons. Third floor consists of Bar Association, court library, meeting hall, and toilet facilities for gents, ladies and differently able persons. Necessary electrical arrangements like fittings, 127 air conditioners, 8 lifts have been installed for judges, advocates and public in addition to the 8 numbers of staircases in the building. Also, ramp is provided for the access for the differently able persons. The plinth area of the alternative Dispute Resolution Center building is 440 square meter and it consists of DLSA chairman's chamber, secretary chamber, lok adalat and mediation hall, toilet for staffs and different able persons, etc. with necessary electrical arrangements and ramp for differently able persons. These projects have been executed by Building Wing of PWD through the agency of Mr. Siva Engineering Company, Tiruppur. I thank the Judicial Department for their cooperation and support, the contractor and my team of engineers involved with this project for the completion of the building in a grand manner. And once again, thank you very much for giving me an opportunity for presenting this project report. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for elaborately placing the report. We have now reached the pinnacle of this day. It's time now for the inauguration of this grand edifice. Leader is the one who knows the way, shows the way, and goes the way. We now request our Honorable Chief Justice of Madras High Court to unveil both the inscription stones.
Thank you. Let's now watch a small video on this new combined court building and the area center.
If everyone is moving forward together, then success takes care of itself. Now is the time to hear the felicitations and special addresses of our distinguished guests of this illustrious function. We request Honorable Minister Udumalai K. Radhakrishnan to deliver his special address on this auspicious occasion.
இயந்திரங்களின் ஓசையாய் இதயத்தின் ஓசையாய் கூட மறந்து ஓயாமல் உழைத்துக் கொண்டிருக்கும் திருப்பூர் மாவட்ட மக்களுக்கு உதவும் வகையில் தமிழக அரசால் திருப்பூர் மாவட்ட நீதித்துறைக்கு ரூபாய் 50 கோடி மதிப்பில் ஒருங்கிணைந்த நீதிமன்ற கட்டிடம் வழங்கப்பட்டு அதை பொதுமக்களின் பயன்பாட்டிற்கு அர்ப்பணிக்கும் திறப்பு விழா நிகழ்வில் வரவேற்புரை ஆற்றிய திருப்பூர் மாவட்ட நீதிபதி திருமதி எஸ் அல்லி அவர்களுக்கும் இந்த ஒருங்கிணைந்த நீதிமன்ற வளாக கட்டிடத்தின் திட்ட வரையறை குறித்து பேசிய செயற்பொறியாளர் திரு கே ரவி அவர்களுக்கும் இந்த இனிய நன்னாளில் திருப்பூர் மாவட்ட ஒருங்கிணைந்த நீதிமன்ற வளாகத்தை காணொலி காட்சி மூலம் திறந்த மெட்ராஸ் உயர்நீதிமன்றத்தின் தலைமை நீதிபதி மாண்புமிகு நீதியரசர் திரு அமரேஸ்வர் பிரதாப் சாகி அவர்களுக்கும் திருப்பூர் மாவட்ட ஒருங்கிணைந்த நீதிமன்ற வளாக திறப்பு விழாவை சிறப்பிக்க இங்கு வருகை புரிந்துள்ள மாண்புமிகு நீதியரசர் திரு எஸ் வைத்தியநாதன் அவர்களுக்கும் மாண்புமிகு நீதியரசர் டி கிருஷ்ணகுமார் அவர்களுக்கும் மாண்புமிகு நீதியரசர் திரு ஜி ஆர் சாமிநாதன் அவர்களுக்கும் இந்த விழாவில கலந்து கொள்வதாக இருந்து ஒரு சில பணி காரணமாக வர இயலாமல் இருக்கின்ற நம்முடைய சட்டத்துறை அமைச்சர் மாண்புமிகு திரு சி வி சண்முகம் அவர்களுக்கும் இங்கே வருகை தந்து சிறப்பித்துக் கொண்டிருக்கின்ற மாவட்டத்தினுடைய ஆட்சித்தலைவர் டாக்டர் டி கே விஜய் கார்கேயன் அவர்களுக்கும் திருப்பூர் மாவட்ட காவல்துறை கண்காணிப்பாளர் திருமதி நிஷா மிட்டல் அவர்களுக்கும் திருப்பூர் மாநகர காவல்துறை ஆணையாளர் திரு ஜி கார்கேயன் அவர்களுக்கும் இந்த நல்ல நிகழ்விலே கலந்து கொண்டு சிறப்பித்துக் கொண்டிருக்கின்ற சட்டமன்ற உறுப்பினர்கள் அன்பிற்கினிய குணசேகரன் அவர்களுக்கும் அன்பிற்கினிய நடராஜன் அவர்களுக்கும் அன்புத்தோர் விஜயகுமார் அவர்களுக்கும் வருகை தந்திருக்கின்ற ஆவின் சேர்மன் மனோகரன் அவர்களுக்கும் திருப்பூர் வழக்கறிஞர்கள் சங்கங்களுடைய தலைவர்கள் எம் பழனிசாமி அவர்களுக்கும் சி பி சுப்பிரமணியம் மற்றும் பக்த பிரகல்நாதன் அவர்களுக்கும் விழாவில் நன்றியுரை வழங்க உள்ள தலைமை குற்றவியல் நீதிமன்ற நீதிபதி திரு கிருஷ்ணேவ் அவர்களுக்கும் மற்றும் இந்த இனிய விழாவில் கலந்து கொண்டுள்ள அனைத்து நீதிபதிகள், அரசு வழக்கறிஞர்கள், அரசு கூடுதல் வழக்கறிஞர்கள் மற்றும் வழக்கறிஞர் சகோதரர் சகோதரிகளுக்கும் நீதிமன்ற அலுவலர், நீதிமன்ற ஊழியர்கள் மற்றும் வழக்காடிகள் உள்ளிட்ட பொதுமக்கள் ஆகிய உங்கள் அத்தனை பேருக்கும் எனது இனிய காலை வணக்கங்கள். திருப்பூர் மாநகரில் நீதிமன்றங்கள் பல்வேறு இடங்களில் செயல்பட்டு வந்த சூழ்நிலையில் அவ்வாறு இயங்குவது வழக்கறிஞர்களுக்கும் வழக்காடிகளுக்கும் பொதுமக்களுக்கும் பல்வேறு சிரமங்கள் ஏற்பட்டு இருப்பதை அறிந்து மாண்புமிகு அம்மாவினுடைய அரசு 10 ஏக்கர் நிலத்தினை திருப்பூர் மாவட்ட நீதிமன்றத்துக்கு ஒதுக்கியதுடன் ரூபாய் 50 கோடி செலவில் ஒருங்கிணைந்த நீதிமன்ற வளாகத்தை கட்டி நிறைவு செய்து இன்று திறப்பு விழா நடைபெற்றுள்ளது மனதிற்கும் மிகவும் மகிழ்ச்சியாக இருக்கின்றது. மேலும் இன்று மாண்புமிகு உச்ச நீதிமன்றம் மற்றும் மாண்புமிகு உயர் நீதிமன்றங்களும் வழக்கறிஞர்களுக்கு விரைவில் நீதி வழங்கும் முயற்சியில் சமரச தீர்வு மையத்தின் மூலம் சமுதாயத்தில் அமைதியை ஏற்படுத்தும் முயற்சியால் அதற்கான சமரச தீர்வு மையமாக அதற்கான புதிய கட்டிடமும் இன்று திறக்கப்பட்டுள்ளது. தமிழகத்தில் அனைத்து துறைகளும் அதிவேகமாக வளர்ந்து வரும் இந்த சூழலில் இந்த நீதித்துறையும் மிக வேகமாக வளர்ந்து வருகிறது. இந்நிலையில் நீதித்துறைக்கான அனைத்து வசதிகளையும் செய்து கொடுக்கும் வகையில் தமிழக அரசின் பணி முன்னணியில் திகழ்கிறது. தாமதமாக வழங்கப்படும் நீதி மறுக்கப்பட்ட நீதியாகவே கருதப்படுகிறது. இந்நிலையை மாற்ற நீதித்துறைக்கும் சட்டத்துறைக்கும் கொடுக்கப்பட வேண்டிய அனைத்து வசதிகளையும் தமிழக அரசு விரைந்து செய்து வருகிறது. அதில் நீதிபதிகள், வழக்கறிஞர்கள், நீதிமன்ற அலுவலர்கள் சிறந்த முறையில் ஆரோக்கியமான சூழலில் பணியாற்றி வழக்காடிகளுக்கு நல்ல நீதியினை விரைந்து வழங்க போதிய இடவசதியையும் நல்ல சூழலையும் ஏற்படுத்தி தர வேண்டும் என்கின்ற உயரிய நோக்கில் நமது மாண்புமிகு முதலமைச்சர் உயர் திரு அண்ணன் எடப்பாடி கே பழனிசாமி அவர்கள் தலைமையிலான அம்மாவின் வழியில் நடக்கு மக்கள் நல அரசு திருப்பூர் மாவட்டத்திற்கு ஒருங்கிணைந்த நீதிமன்ற வளாகத்தை ஏற்படுத்தி இந்த பொன்னான நாளிலேயே திறப்பு விழா செய்யப்படுகிறது. மேலும் வழக்கறிஞர் குடும்பத்தை அவர்களது எதிர்கால வாழ்க்கையையும் கருதி வழக்கறிஞர் சேமநல நிதியை ரூபாய் 7 லட்சமாக நமது தமிழக அரசு உயர்த்தி கொடுத்ததுடன் இளம் வழக்கறிஞர்களை ஊக்கப்படுத்தும் வகையில் அவர்களுக்கு மாதம் ரூபாய் 3000 கொடுக்க உத்தரவு செய்து வழக்கறிஞர் நலனின் தமிழக அரசு மிகுந்த அக்கறையுடன் செயல்பட்டு வருகிறது என்பதை பெருமையோடு தெரிவித்துக் கொள்கின்றேன். ஆகவே இந்த புதிய ஒருங்கிணைந்த நீதிமன்ற வளாகம் மற்றும் சமரச தீர்வு மையம் ஆகியவற்றை நன்கு பயன்படுத்தி நல்ல தீர்ப்பினை விரைவில் பெற்று அனைவரும் பலன் அடைய வேண்டும் என கேட்டுக்கொண்டு வாய்ப்புக்கு நன்றி கூறி விடைபெறுகிறேன். நன்றி, வணக்கம்.
Thank you, sir, for the supporting speech. Leadership is not a position or a title. It is action and example. We request Honorable Mr. Justice G.R. Swaminathan, Portfolio Judge, to deliver his special address.
Vanakkam to one and all. Since the combined court building has been inaugurated by my Lord the Honorable Chief Justice, I cannot resist making a request. Our Chief Justice is a voracious reader and a passionate lover of books. It would be in the fitness of things if the library section, which I saw in the video, is rich and throbs with activity in future. The court library should be accessible to both the lawyers and the judicial officers. When I say rich, I am referring not only to the law reports, e-journals, and law books, but also general books ranging from literature to politics, philosophy to history. Some of you might have read the review in today's Tamil Hindu of a collection of short stories titled Nagarthunjum Nadiyamathil Sengotu Yanigal Eduthu Paditha 8 Dastavejugal by an advocate by name Pavel Sakti. It's a searing critic of the judicial system. The book review shook me. Reading such books alone can make us introspect, come out of our complacence, and engage in course correction. It is my conviction that this alone will enable us to realize the constitutional vision of justice. It's a privilege for me to be associated with this function. Thank you.
And positively for the importance of books and the constitutional vision. A mother feels greater joy than at his birth when she hears her son is a man of exemplary virtue and culture. We take great pleasure to request son of the soil, Honorable Mr. Justice D. Krishna Kumar, to deliver his special address.
My Lord, Honorable Chief Justice, the Honorable Justice Vinit Kothari, my brother, Judge Honorable Justice Vaidyanathan, my brother, Justice Mr. Swaminathan, Minister for Animal Husbandry, Mr. Udamalai Radhakrishnan, Vijay Karthikeyan, District Collector, Tiruppur District, G. Karthikeyan, Commissioner of Police, Tiruppur City, Vishwa Mittal, Superintendent of Police, Tiruppur District, K. Ravi, Executive Engineer, PW Department, Erode, Alli, Principal District and Sessions Judge, Tiruppur, Designated Chief Judicial Magistrate, Tiruppur, Palliswamy, President, Tiruppur Bar Association, C.P. Subramaniam, President, Tiruppur Advocates Association, Bhakta Pradhanathan, President, Tiruppur District Lawyers Association. Registrar Private Secretary to the Honorable Chief Justice, Director of Mediation, Conciliation Center, Registrars of Madras High Court, Judicial Officers, Senior Members of the Tiruppur Bar Association, various Bar Associations, Ladies and Gentlemen. அனைவருக்கும் என் இனிய காலை வணக்கம். வானோக்கி வாழும் உலகமெல்லாம் மன்னவன் கோல் நோக்கி வாழும் குடி என்ற வள்ளுவரின் மைக்கினை கூறி என்னுடைய உரையை நான் ஆரம்பிக்கிறேன். I am very much thankful to our Honorable Chief Justice for graciously consent to inaugurate this combined court complex and alternative dispute resolution center in Tiruppur district. I thank my Lord Chief Justice for the steps being initiated by issuing guidelines from time to time to conduct the courts and the effective functioning of court administration during this COVID-19 period. I am proud to say that only due to the efforts taken by the Honorable Chief Justice, our Madras High Court made it possible to dispose more number of cases comparing to other high courts during this period. Thank you, my Lord, Honorable Chief Justice. I thank the Honorable Dr. Justice Vinit Kothari, Executive Chairman, Tamil Nadu State Legal Service Authority, Chennai, for taking efforts to complete this building of alternative dispute resolution center in Tiruppur within a short span of time. Honorable Dr. Justice Vinit Kothari, after assumed charge as Executive Chairman of Tamil Nadu Mediation Conciliation Center, has took many initiative steps for active and successful mediations. But now, due to the short of time, I wanted to point out each one of them. மாண்புமிகு நீதிபதி திரு எஸ் வைத்தியநாதன் அவர்கள் மிகவும் பரிச்சயமான நீதிபதி அவர். ஒரு நிர்வாக நீதிபதியாக அவர்கள் அறிவுறுத்தல் மற்றும் முயற்சியின் பயனாக இந்த நீதிமன்ற கட்டிடம் குறுகிய காலத்தில் நமக்கு கிடைத்துள்ளதற்கு நான் ஒரு நீதிபதியாகவும் இந்த மண்ணின் மைந்தனாகவும் எனது நன்றிகளை அவருக்கு நான் தெரிவித்துக் கொள்கிறேன். அவர் இந்த குறுகிய காலகட்டத்திலே பலமுறை திருப்பூர் மாவட்டத்திற்கு வந்து இந்த கட்டிடத்தை ஆய்வு செய்து விரைவாக முடிக்க வேண்டும் என்று அனைத்து முயற்சிகளையும் எடுத்து நமது தலைமை நீதிபதி அவர்களின் கைகளால் இந்த நீதிமன்ற திருப்பலாவைக்கு செய்தார்கள். அவருக்கு உண்மையிலேயே நாம் நன்றி சொல்ல கடமைப்பட்டுள்ளோம். மற்றொரு நீதிபதி அவருடைய திரு சுவாமிநாதன் அவர்கள் எனது நண்பரும், அவர் ஒரு எப்பொழுதுமே மிகவும் சுறுசுறுப்பானவர். அவர் இந்த விழாவிலே கலந்து கொண்டு ஈவன் அவருடைய உடல்நிலை சரியில்லாத போதிலும் இப்பொழுது ரெக்கவர் ஆகி வந்திருக்கார். அவரும் இந்த கட்டிடத்திற்காக பல ஒத்துழைப்பை தந்ததால் அவருக்கும் நான் நன்றியை தெரிவித்துக் கொள்கிறேன். பொதுமக்கள் மற்றும் திருப்பூர் வழக்கறிஞர் சங்க உறுப்பினர் ஆகியோருக்கு இங்கே புதிய ஒருங்கிணைந்த நீதிமன்ற கட்டிடம் மற்றும் ஆல்டர்னேட் டிஸ்பியூட் ரெசல்யூஷன் சென்டர் கிடைத்திருக்கு. இந்த மண்ணின் மைந்தனாக என்னுடைய வாழ்த்துக்களை நான் தெரிவித்துக் கொள்கிறேன். இந்த ஒருங்கிணைந்த நீதிமன்ற கட்டிடம் 1,70,559 சதுர அடியில் மிகவும் சிறந்த வசதியுடன் 16 court halls attached with judges' chambers and steno rooms, office of the government pleader, public prosecutor and assistant public prosecutor, legal aid, mediation and legal counseling hall, video conference hall போன்றவற்றை உள்ளடக்கி கட்டப்பட்டுள்ளது. இதில் குளிர்சாதன கட்டிடம் அடங்கும். எனவே வழக்கறிஞர்கள் நீதிபதிகள் இந்த வசதிகளை பயன்படுத்திக் கொண்டு வழக்குகளை விரைந்து முடிக்குமாறு உங்களிடம் கேட்டுக்கொள்கிறேன். நீதிபதி வழக்கறிஞர்கள் நாணயத்தின் இரு பக்கங்கள் போன்றவர்கள். நீதிபதிகள் நீதி பரிமாணம் செய்வதற்கு நமது உச்ச நீதிமன்றம் பல வழிகாட்டுதலை கொடுத்துள்ளார்கள். அதன்படி நீதிபதியாகிய நீங்கள் வழக்கறிஞர் சாட்சிகள் மற்றும் பிறரிடம் நீங்கள் பொறுமையாகவும் கனிவாகவும் இருக்க வேண்டும். நீதிபதியாக நீங்கள் பன்முக பாத்திரங்களாக வைக்க வேண்டும். நீதித்துறை தரப்பில் நீங்கள் சட்டத்தை விளக்குகிறீர்கள். உங்கள் முன் வைக்கப்பட்ட ஆதாரங்கள் அடிப்படையில் விசாரணை நடத்தப்பட வேண்டும். இரு தரப்பிலும் உள்ள சாட்சிகளையும் இரு தரப்பு வாதங்களையும் கேட்டு நீங்கள் சட்டத்திற்கு தீர்ப்புகளை வழங்க வேண்டும் என்று இந்த தருணத்தில் நான் கேட்டுக்கொள்கிறேன். நீதித்துறையில் மட்டுமின்றி நீதிமன்ற நிர்வாகத்திலும் நீங்கள் கவனம் செலுத்த வேண்டும். நீதிமன்ற நிர்வாகம் மற்றும் அதன் ஊழியர்களின் நிர்வாகத்திற்கு நீங்கள் பொறுப்பு. அவர்கள் நியாயமான கோரிக்கைகளை நிறைவேற்றி நீங்கள் நல்லுறவை பேண வேண்டும். மாவட்ட நீதித்துறையின் தேவைகளை பூர்த்தி செய்வதற்கு நீங்கள் உயர்நீதிமன்றத்தில் ஒரு ஒருங்கிணைந்து செயல்பட வேண்டும். இப்போது மாவட்ட நீதிமன்றங்களில் நீதிமன்ற மேலாளர்கள், கோர்ட் மேனேஜர்ஸ் நியமிக்கப்பட்டுள்ளார்கள். நிர்வாகத்தின் செயல்திறனை மேம்படுத்த இந்த பணியாளர் சிறப்பாக பயன்படுத்தவும், வழக்காடி தனது வழக்கிற்கு என்ன நடக்கிறது என்பதை அறியவும் நிலையில் இருக்க வேண்டும். மேலும் அவர் தனது வழக்கை முன்வைக்க முழு வாய்ப்பு வழங்க திருப்தியாருக்கு இருக்க வேண்டும். திருப்பூர் மாவட்டத்தில் சுமாராக 9,740 வழக்குகள், அதாவது 5 வருஷத்திற்கு அதிகமான வழக்குகள் பெண்டிங் இதற்கு உடனடியாக நீதிபதிகளும் வழக்கறிஞர்களும் ஒருங்கிணைந்து இதனை முடிக்குமாறு தாழ்மையுடன் உங்களை கேட்டுக்கொள்கிறேன். குறிப்பாக சொல்லப்பட வேண்டால் 5 ஆண்டுக்கு மேலாக நிலுவையில் உள்ள பழைய வழக்குகளுக்கு தீர்வு காண வேண்டும். சட்டத்தின் முன் அனைவரும் சமம். சட்டங்களை நடைமுறைத்து நாட்டையும் மக்களையும் நல்வழிப்படுத்துவதாக நீதிமன்றங்கள் அமைக்கப்பட்டு செயல்பட்டுக் கொண்டிருக்கின்றன. பட்டங்கள் ஆழ்வதும் சட்டங்கள் செய்வதும் பாலியல் பெண்கள் நடந்து வந்தோம் என்று பாரதிய நினைவாக பெண்களுக்கு உரிமை வழங்கப்பட்டுள்ளது. நாடி வரும் மக்களுக்கு மூடா கதவாய் நீதி வழங்கிக் கொண்டிருக்கின்ற நம் நீதித்துறைக்கு மேலும் பெருமை சேர்க்கும் விதமாக நம் திருப்பூர் மாவட்ட நீதிபதியும் வழக்கறிஞரும் பணியாற்ற வேண்டும் என்ற கோரிக்கையுடன் அழைத்தமைக்கு நன்றி தெரிவித்துக் கொள்கிறேன். இறுதியாக மீண்டும் ஒரு முறை இந்த கொரோனா பேரிடர் காலத்தில் அயராது உழைத்து இந்த புதிய நீதிமன்ற கட்டடங்களை சாத்தியமாக உறுதுணையாகவும் காரணமாக இருக்கும் நம் மாண்புமிகு ஆனரபிள் சீஃப் ஜஸ்டிஸ் அவர்களுக்கு மீண்டும் ஒரு முறை நன்றி கூறி எனது உரையை முடித்துக் கொள்கிறேன். நன்றி, வணக்கம்.
Thank you, my lord, for placing the views empathetically and positively. We shall follow the valuable guidance. True leaders do not create followers, they create more leaders. We now request our portfolio judge, Honorable Mr. Justice S. Vaidyanathan, to deliver his special address.
Honorable dignitaries on the dais and off the dais. I am privileged to be here today on the inauguration of this beautiful new combined court building, Tiruppur. The concept of justice is not limited to judiciary alone, but is applicable to all other pillars of democracy. Impartial justice should be rendered to the needy, irrespective of caste, creed, and religion. There is a general feeling that the advocate should not step into the shoes of the clients. But I personally feel they should step into the shoes of the clients so that an advocate can realize the pain, suffering, and mental agony undergone by his or her client. By stepping into the shoes, lawyers should not be disrespectful to the court, and they must be loyal to the clients and dutiful to the court. Advocates must ensure they work in accordance with the conscience, as aggrieved parties always believe they should get justice from the courts through the advocates. It is to be remembered that sheer quantum of justice without quality would be a menace to the society and disastrous. Everyone is aware that delayed justice is denied justice, and justice cannot be hurried to be buried. We have to decide the cases based on both oral and documentary evidence and records. Our mere disposal of cases will not serve any purpose. Boycott of courts is the biggest problem faced by judiciary in the effective administration of justice. A lawyer must ensure that they do not boycott courts, as courts are meant for the litigants and we are their servants. It is the duty of the Bar Association to ensure the persons with high morality and integrity are enrolled at the bar, and due care should be taken that such persons have a clean record. The Bar Association must identify fake advocates and inform the Bar Council, as it is a fraudulent advocate who takes away the brief of a genuine lawyer, and ultimately the genuine lawyers are on the streets. In conclusion, I am sure that this better atmosphere and infrastructure will definitely help the bar and the bench in effective dispensation of justice without any difficulty. I once again thank for giving me an opportunity to be present here on this occasion and share a few words with you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Milord, for emphasizing on delivery of justice by both the bench and the bar. Your Lordship is fostering growth and coming up with efficient and cost-effective solutions through the alternative dispute resolution mechanism. We now request our Lordship, Honorable Dr. Justice Vinit Kothari, to deliver the special address.
My Lord, the Honorable Chief Justice, Madras High Court, my brother judges, Justice Vedyanathan, Justice D. Krishna Kumar, Justice G. R. Swaminathan, Honorable Minister, members of Registry, Member Secretary, Director of Mediation here, other dignitaries there in Tiruppur, ladies and gentlemen, dear litigants and advocates, executive members, presidents of 3 associations. First of all, congratulations to the residents, advocates and judiciary of Tiruppur for getting a beautiful big building there, combined court complex, along with its baby, ADR Center. The infrastructure of court system in India is inadequate to say the least. And whenever there is a capacity addition in that, it's a matter of happiness and congratulations. So on this auspicious occasion, under the leadership of our Honorable Chief, the dynamic Chief Justice, and as people say, the best Chief Justice Madras High Court has ever had, we are happy to have these series of inaugurations in last few months, which shows that the leadership in his lordships has yielded the results during his fruitful tenure here. I'll talk something about ADR system because I had those units in this system here. Friends, ADR is now an essential part of judicial dispensation in our country, more so required, as brothers pointed out, right, take off the load from the judicial court work. Of course, court is necessary and main channel of judicial dispensation, but commencing from section 89 CPC, we have now about 5 or 6 judicial alternative dispensation systems, but the most popular as of now is arbitration, mediation, and Lok Adalats under the Legal Services Authorities Act 1987. Robert A. Goodin, the American judge, observed about this ADR system or mediation more particularly like this, I quote, "Early neutral evaluation is a technique used in American litigation to provide early focus to complex commercial litigation and based on that focus to provide a basis for sensible case management or offers resolutions of the entire case in a very early stages." As we all know, the ADR systems or arbitrations or mediations or Lok Adalats also are to provide a quicker out result to the litigants and to settle disputes, and is very necessary. If one looks at the leading judgments of Honorable Supreme Court in the Afscons case and Salem Bar Advocates Association case and Bawa Masala Company's case, one can get an idea of how essential this system is to our legal system. A famous Danish poet, again I would quote, Christian Richard, about Lady of Justice we all know, said in his poem Ode to Justitia like this, explaining the difference between law, courts and ADR system in the following words. "She keeps watch over obedience to the word of the law, but once in a while she lays aside her judge's gowns, puts down the book of rules, takes up the torch of justice, and points silently to the law written in heart." ADR system works mainly on heart, court system works on head. So that is what sometimes the lady justice takes off the robes and works in this alternative system like this, beautifully explained. Another, I was reading some book yesterday only when I was thinking of this function, and I should quote these words also for your kind benefit. The Desmond Tutu, from his book God Has a Dream, not only human beings, God also has a dream, in 2004 has described this system as in the following words. "Human beings can cope with sufferings, but are unable to cope with life without meaning. No wonder law and justice are Sapinda relatives. For an access to justice in the conflict resolution forum, a time has come in the modern multifaceted, varied complex world to employ mediation, reconciliation method by utilizing the services of neutral case evaluation, that is, mediated to bring a bounty of happiness and tranquility. This could be well utilized at the optimum level by the litigants in civil cases, the victims and offenders in criminal cases, and corporate and other entities in commercial matters. With utmost determination in resolving the disputes or conflicts, by finding out amicable solutions without stress, strain, and pinching of the purse at the very, very minimal cost of litigation. After all, one cannot forget that there is no fetter of freedom of a person and limitation in mediation. If that is adhered to, one is cocksure that it will negate the conservative type of litigation in respect of an estate, which will ordinarily consume two sides' longevity substantially and reduce their coffers. Unquote. Considering the importance of ADR mechanism, Tamil Nadu Legal Service Authorities, with the approval of Honorable High Court of Madras, had obtained the support of 13th and 14th Finance Commissions through Government of Tamil Nadu, constructed 30 ADR centers in 30 districts across the state of Tamil Nadu. The new ADR building at Tiruppur, constructed under the aegis of 14th Finance Commission, becomes 31st district, having separate ADR building. The district ADR center have been designed in such a manner as to house the office of District Legal Service Authority and its front office, as contemplated under the National Legal Service Authority's Free and Competent Legal Services Regulations 2010. It would function as a hub for all mediation activity, lok adalats, and other alternative dispute resolution mechanisms specified in Section 89 CPC. It will provide counseling facilities to amicably settle the matters relating to family, civil cases, and other issues which are likely to emerge as litigations before the courts. In our country, lok adalat and mediations has been fully utilized by the litigant public, and they are receiving overwhelming support. Opening the combined court building and ADR center at Tiruppur signifies the importance of ADR mechanism in helping the courts to provide easy and quick remedy for the disputes coming before the court. Now, few data also I should place on record on this occasion. Data for the period of January 2020 to 12 December 2020 shows that even during pandemic period, 10,131 number of pre-litigation cases and 88,548 number of pending cases across the state, including 197 High Court cases, were settled by way of lok adalat held across the state at various levels. 657 pending cases, including 97 number of High Court cases, were settled before Mediation Center of High Court as well as District Mediation Center. The above data also shows that even in this period of COVID-19, litigant public were keen to participate in the alternative dispute resolution and continued their support. I am happy to participate in this inaugural function or program at Tiruppur district. Is an important trade center, is a textile hub of our state. In this inauguration program, trade center, and having large number of labor population, having 6 taluks and a district headquarters, I hope the building inaugurated by Honorable Chief today will cater to the demands and expectations of the people of Tiruppur district. Thank you very much. Jai Hind.
Strategic guidance of Allah Sheikh. People will forget what you said. People will forget what you did. But people will never forget how you made them feel. A fantastic role model and an inspiration to us all. We indeed deem it a privilege to request our Honorable Chief Justice, Mr. Amreshwar Pratap Shahi, High Court of Madras, Patron-in-Chief, Tamil Nadu State Legal Service Authority, to deliver the presidential address.
Dear brother Dr. Justice Kothari, my esteemed colleague Justice Vaidyanathan, Justice Krishna Kumar, and my youngest colleague on the dais, the scholarly brother Justice G.R.S. Swaminathan, the Honorable Minister, Mr. Radhakrishnan, the Principal District Judge, members of the judiciary, officials, and respected members of the bar who are present there. This is one of the finest moments for Tiruppur, because we are turning a page in the judicial history of this district from a relatively less prosperous housing facility to a new housing facility. And this is the dream of every individual in life, going from caves to palaces. The building of a house is known as a yajna in our culture. We have achieved it with the help of the government today, and now your entire judicial system will be housed in a grand building which I perceive as a building of neutrality and impartiality. Even though the function is quite colorful, and I find my judicial officers very well bedecked in their judicial attire. Congratulations for having achieved this success of getting the building inaugurated in a record period of time. The building itself gives you a feeling when children go to school, they get new books. From a rented accommodation to a new building will give you the same thrill, and it will be a spacious accommodation for lawyers, for our judges, and of course, with great relief to the litigant public at large. A specific mention was made with regard to the library for its being equipped. This year, as compared to the last year, we have made a request to the government to increase the budgetary allocation of library from approximately 1 crore to 1.5 crores. And hopefully, the government would be accepting our request, and all our subordinate judiciary libraries will be well equipped. Another suggestion has been made by me that instead of going on purchasing increased number of journals, which obviously results in stagnation of space to stack these journals, it would be more appropriate that we adopt modern systems of e-library. And for that also, I have also made a request to the government to equip all our courts and provide funds so that we may be able to achieve this target of an e-library. Books, they are a source of knowledge. And on a personal note, Brother Justice Swaminathan's request for 5 books were received just now, about a week back, and they have been sanctioned. So congratulations. And one of them is point taken. Brother Justice Vaidyanathan invited the attention of lawyers and their roles to play in order to understand where the shoe pinches. I will add another leaf to this, that judges are meant to be equipped and train themselves in a manner that they need not wear the shoe to understand where it pinches, and rather their training should be to even hear what has not been said. So this is the capacity of judges which should be developed. The litigant public should have a feeling that they have not only been heard, but something more has been heard what they were unable to say. This is the role that the judiciary is assigned, because judiciary is the reliever of pains, resolution of disputes, and ultimate place for establishing peace in society. I thank the government, the entire establishment, in having come together to get this court inaugurated, and I hope that this inauguration will usher in a new era of the justice delivery system at Tiruppur. Thank you very much.
Suggesting e-journals to improve the capacity of judges by an enlivening speech, making it more eventful day in the annals of Tiruppur district judiciary. There is no satisfaction if we fail to express our gratitude. It is now time to thank everyone who were instrumental in making this function a grand success. We now request Mr. Bresnay, Chief Judicial Magistrate, Tiruppur, to render vote of thanks.
Good afternoon to all the dignitaries on and off the dais. I have the honor of giving vote of thanks on this memorable day. His Lordship, Chief Justice of our Honorable High Court of Madras, had led the way for the robust functioning of the Tamil Nadu State Judiciary through the use of video conferencing technologies during these pandemic situations. On behalf of the District Judiciary Tiruppur, I owe my heartfelt thanks to our Honorable Chief Justice for inaugurating this historical Combined Court building and alternative dispute resolution center at Tiruppur. Thank you, my Lord. His Lordship, Honorable Dr. Justice Vinit Kothari, Judge, High Court of Madras, and Executive Chairman of Tamil Nadu State Legal Services Authority, Chennai, has graced this occasion with his presence through video conference. His Lordship has also guided the subordinate judiciary for successfully conducting the Lok Adalat in safety manner even during this stretch of pandemic. Thank you, my Lord, for making your estimable presence through video conference. With the District Judiciary, we stand before your Lordship with a deep sense of honor and privilege to express our sincere thanks to our Honorable Tiru Justice S. Vaidyanathan, Judge, High Court of Madras, and Portfolio Judge for Tiruppur District. We thank our Lordship's endeavor to make our dream come true by expediting to complete the Combined Court building works in imperial manner. Thank you, my Lord. I also wish to express my gratitude to the son of the soil of Tiruppur, Honorable Tiru Justice D. Krishnakumar, Judge, High Court of Madras. Thank you, my Lord, for physical presence in this memorable event. I deeply extend my sincere thanks to our Lordship, Honorable Justice G.R. Swaminathan, Judge, High Court of Madras, and additional Portfolio Judge for Tiruppur for having taken your honor's precious time to join with us here today and share this occasion with us. Thank you, Lord. I sincerely acknowledge my debt of gratitude to your Honorable Registrar General, other Honorable Registrars, Honorable Member Secretary, Tamil Nadu State Judicial Service Authority, staff members of Honorable High Court of Madras, and the staffs of IT cum Statistics for being as the catalyst by stimulating us to open this Combined Court complex on this day with flying colors. From the inner recesses of my heart, I reverently thank our Honorable Principal District Judge Tiruppur, who is the backbone of our District Judiciary, for taking tireless effort to complete this building and making this function in a grand success. Thank you, Madam. We are extremely thankful to Thiru C.V. Shanmugam, Honorable Minister for Law, Courts and Prison, Mines and Minerals, for supporting us. And I thank Thiru Udumalai K. Radhakrishnan, Honorable Minister for Animal Husbandry, Government of Tamil Nadu, for his valuable presence today. Thank you, sir. On behalf of the District Judiciary, we give our heartfelt thanks to the Tiruppur District Administration and Police Department, especially our District Collector, Commissioner of Police, and Superintendent of Police for extending their fullest support and cooperation for us. Thank you, sir, and thank you, madam. I owe my thanks to the Commissioner, Tiruppur Corporation, and Mr. Ravi, Executive Engineer, PWD Erode, and Mrs. Kanimoli, Executive Engineer, Electrical Division, PWD Coimbatore, and the department staff for completing this Combined Court building in an elegant manner. I take this opportunity to thank Mr. M. Palanisamy, President, Tiruppur Bar Association, Mr. C.P. Subramaniam, President, Tiruppur Advocate Association, and Mr. A. Bhakta Pragalathan, President, Tiruppur District Court Lawyers Association, and their office bearers, and the bar members of all the bar associations in Tiruppur district for their cooperation and support to ensure this function as a grand success. I profoundly thank all the judicial officers in Tiruppur district for their cooperation in making this function as a resounding success. Last but not least, I must thank and also mention our deep sense of appreciation for the hard work done by our staff members of District Judiciary Tiruppur to ensure that this occasion become a memorable event. I thank distinguished ladies and gentlemen, members of the media for covering this event, and all good hearts who worked behind the screen for gracing this occasion. தேங்க்யூ ஒன்னென்றால் நன்றி வணக்கம்.
Thank you, sir. We now request every one of you to raise for national anthem.
Jai 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 Jai